Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.
Good morning and welcome to Squiz Kids, your fresh take on what's happening in the world around you. I'm Bryce Corbett. It's Monday, December 7. In Squiz Kids today, space capsule falls to Earth, chicken nuggets from the future, the Wallabies tie again, and all I want for Christmas is you. That's what's making news, kids style.
The Lowdown.
Something amazing happened in the sky above outback Australia early on Sunday morning. A space capsule fell to Earth, turning into a fireball as it burned through the atmosphere before landing safely near Woomera in South Australia, bringing to an end a 6-year journey of more than 5 billion kilometres. And why was this capsule so important? Because it was carrying samples from an asteroid, which is to say that a probe on board Japan's Hayabusa 2 spacecraft was able to land briefly on an asteroid as it sped through space, dig beneath the asteroid's surface, and pull out some rocks to bring back to Earth. It did that because scientists believed the samples might hold some answers to some baffling questions, like how our solar system formed and where elements such as water came from. Astrophysicist Lisa Harvey-Smith, who was watching things closely, said the capsule's landing was an amazing technological achievement. It's not always good when space rocks fall to Earth, she said, but fortunately, this was a very controlled one. How good is science?
Spin the globe.
Each day we give the world globe a spin and find a news story from wherever it stops. And today we've landed in Singapore, where the world's first chicken nuggets grown in a science lab will soon be available for sale. Normally chicken nuggets are made from, you guessed it, chicken meat. But as the world's population gets larger and there are more mouths to feed, and concerns about taking up more land to farm chickens, or pigs or cows for that matter, lab-grown meat, alongside meat substitutes made from plants, have emerged as a potential food solution. Oh, and obviously no chooks get hurt in the process. But what does it taste like? Well, we'll have to wait to find out, or book a trip to Singapore when we're allowed to leave the country again. Nuggets are all about the sauce anyway, aren't they? I'm a honey mustard man myself.
Sport time.
The Wallabies. Our national rugby side has certainly taken fans on a roller coaster ride this year, finishing up with a 16-all draw against Argentina's Pumas on Saturday night. It's their third draw in 6 games, and after coming so close to a win so many times, Captain Michael Hooper said the team was a bit frustrated. One highlight of the night was 16-year-old Sydney schoolgirl Olivia Fox singing the Australian national anthem in Eora language, and then in English. Eora is a traditional Indigenous language spoken in the Sydney region. And there's a link to a video of Olivia singing in your episode notes.
Pop Culture Corner.
Look, it may well be true that all American pop singer Mariah Carey wants for Christmas is you, but does she need to tell us over and over and over again? Apparently so, if the streaming stats out of the United States over the weekend are any guide. Carey's hit song, made especially popular after the film Love Actually, in which it was featured, is already one of the most popular songs of all time and has raked in some $80 million in royalties for the singer. And according to Spotify, in the week just gone, All I Want for Christmas Is You clocked up 1 million streams in a single week in the United States alone. Which tells me 2 things. 1, people are seriously in the mood for Christmas. And 2, add some sleigh bells to a catchy tune and throw in a pop star with an incredible vocal range and you've got yourself a surefire Christmas hit. Ho, ho, ho. Can you hear that? That's the sound of summer holidays approaching, and what a beautiful sound it is. And this little message is to let you know that while the daily Squiz Kids service will stop on December 18, when all schools in all states are officially on holidays, we've got a whole bunch of summer programming lined up to keep you entertained throughout the school holidays. From the first ever Kids versus Adults bumper quiz, to the first ever Squizzy Awards for the best, weirdest, funniest and most inspiring news stories of the year, to a weekly quiz that will be released every Monday until school resumes. There's going to be something for everyone. And the best way to make sure you don't miss out is to make sure you subscribe to Squiz Kids on whatever your preferred podcast app is. We know a lot of you listen to Squiz Kids in the classroom via the website, and you'll still be able to access all the holiday content that way too, but by subscribing, or getting the adults in your life to subscribe via a podcasting app, you'll receive a notification each time some new content drops. It's totally technical, dudes.
Time for the quiz.
This is the part of the podcast where you get to test how well you've been listening. Question number 1. In the outback of which Aussie state did a capsule carrying rocks from space land on Sunday morning? That's right, it was South Australia. Question number 2. In which country will you soon find lab-grown chicken nuggets? Yeah, it's Singapore. Question number 3. In what Indigenous language was the national anthem sung before the Wallabies played in Sydney on Saturday night? You got it, it was the Eora language.
Shout outs.
It's December 7, National Letter Writing Day, on which we celebrate how nice it is to write a letter to someone we care about, and how super nice it is to receive one. Not an email, not a text message, not a snap, but a letter, with pen and paper. Try it, you might like it. It's also only 18 sleeps till Christmas. It's the most marvellous time of the year. Plus, it's a special day for these Squiz Kids celebrating a birthday today. Courtney from Silverdale, Wilson from Caulfield North, Angela from Hurstville, Isla from Eden Hill, Edmund from Watson, Evie from Caringbah South, Zara from Eldersley, Molly from Bowning, Anissa from Chipping Norton, Josh from Bendigo, Jessie from Wagga Wagga. And some belated birthday shout-outs to Emma from North Rocks, William from Sydney, and Jasper from Jasper's Brush. Happy birthday, one and all. And today's classroom shout-outs go to 5-6FP with Mrs. Fassett and Mr. Pinnington at Trevallyn Primary School, 6W with Ms. White, and 6F with Mrs. Fairley at St. Helens Park Public School, 5-6M and 5-6S at Griffith Public School, and Mr. Dowsett and 5-6D, and 5-6K with Miss King at Mandama Primary School. Don't forget, if you've got a birthday coming up and you want a shout out, or if you're after a classroom shout out, drop us a line at squizkids@thesquiz.com.au. Well, that's all we have time for today. Thanks for listening to Squiz Kids. We'll be back again tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and have a most excellent day. Over and out. Squiz Kids is proudly supported by the Judith Neilson Institute for Journalism and Ideas.
Squiz Kids!
It's your daily news fix. Fun, free, fresh.